It's always worth a trip to the Cape to catch a summer league game. Yes, some of the best players in college. You'll see a lot of future major leaguers there as well. And the price is right. Free admission. You can't beat that, right? And one of the players you'll get to see play on the Cape this summer is Adrián Beltré Jr., also known as AJ Beltre. He's the son of former Sox third baseman Adrián Beltré. He goes to college at the University of San Diego, but is now suiting up for the Orleans Firebirds. So as a Father's Day treat, let's meet one of the sons of a Baseball Hall of Famer trying to make his own legacy on the diamond. Thanks for joining us, and you're from California. What's it been like coming to the Cape, as they say, to play baseball for the summer?
It has been amazing. I've been out here about a week now and just learning the tradition of the league. You know, you obviously hear about it growing up. This is a place to be. But just kind of being here, it's kind of surreal, you know. There's tradition, playing on these, you know, old school fields. And it's been an amazing experiences, taking it all in, learning it, and just taking every day at a time. And, yeah, I've been loving it so far.
You were telling me about you have to learn how to pronounce all the proper names around the Cape, right?
That was one thing. I came out and I was mispronouncing things, but, you know, Miss Nancy, my host mom, she was educating me from day one of, you know, East Ham, not Eastham, and Adam and all that, and how to say it all right. So, you know, I'm working on it, but
that's pretty cool. What's it like having a host family? You just mentioned your host family mom, I believe, and Miss Nancy. Yeah. What's that like for you?
Oh, it's been awesome. I got to experience it for the first time last summer when I was out in the Northwoods, and you know, it's super nice. You know, get to learn about new families and, you know, meet new people. And, you know, so far I'm a pretty outgoing person usually. So I didn't know what to expect last year. I was a little nervous, a little timid, but, you know, Miss Nancy, she broke my show right away. Got to talking, asked me about my family, my upbringing. And it's kind of cool. You know, you learn more people skills and, you know, you move in with a new family. But so far I've been super comfortable. She's been amazing.
Well, a cool thing and experience in the Cape League for all these years is a lot of the ball players that you see get to the big leagues, they talk about their host families all the time. And I remember Jackie Bradley Jr. at Fenway, he'd be talking to his host. I say, who's that family over there you're talking to? He goes, that's my host family from the Cape. He invited them to his wedding. So it's like, it's such an important part that you know, and those people who volunteer their time and feed you guys, because you guys eat so much. I mean, it's cool, you know?
Oh, it's a huge sacrifice they make, and we're so grateful for them. And, you know, so far, everyone that's been out here, all the host parents that I've met, not just my own, like they've been amazing people. They're super outgoing. They invite you to dinner. They ask you about, you know, who you are outside of baseball. And yeah, like me and Miss Nancy will just be downstairs talking for, you know, an hour at a time and just getting to know each other. She tells me stories about guys she's had. She tells me stories about she's still in touch with people she's had. And I hope I'll be one of those people too that she'll be texting next year. And, you know, she already talked about going down to San Diego to see me play next year. So it's an awesome relationship I'm building. It's only been a week, but you know, I feel like I've known her for years. So it's been awesome. You
mentioned it's only been a week in your season. How's the baseball been to you? You're playing second base, right?
I am. Yeah, it's been great. So last season I was injured after the third game of the season. I tore a ligament in my thumb. So I pretty much missed the whole year. So it's a blessing just to be playing baseball again. Honestly, I, you know, was out for about 12 weeks. And, you know, it's an adjustment getting back, seeing pitching every day again. But so far, I've been enjoying it. It's been going well. And, you know, obviously, you're facing the best of the best. And I'm, you know, embracing that challenge and just taking every day, you know, one day at a time, and just blessed to be playing baseball again, honestly.
On this Father's Day, Adrián, what does Father's Day mean to you?
Oh, it means the world. You know, I'm blessed to have the dad I have, aside from just baseball, but he's been an amazing role model for me as a man growing up. And one thing I'm super grateful is he was never like, you got to play baseball, like get this bat in your hand. Like the fact that I'm here is solely because I want to be here and I want to play this game. And he's been amazing about, you know, talking to me about the mental side more than anything. And he's a huge, huge part of why I'm here in the Cape Cod League today. He's helped me a lot of just becoming the player that I am now. And it was never, you know, forcing things on me or telling me how to swing, how to do this. He was very hands-off growing up, and he wanted me to get my own identity. And I'm super grateful for that. Now we get to talk mechanics, you know, approach. Even on the mound, he helps me out, just stuff like that. But he's an amazing father, amazing role model. And, you know, I'm super, super lucky to have him in my life.
What's it like talking baseball with him? You know, and I'm friends with David Ortiz, and we talk all the time about, he talks to David Jr. and D'Angelo about hitting, and he's like, you know, bro, we talk all the time about philosophy and everything. I try to help him. He goes, and then all of a sudden I'll say, hey, talk to Aaron Judge, and he's all ears. He listens to Aaron. He doesn't listen to me. What's that like for you?
I've heard stories like that. I mean, everything my dad says, I take it in, I learn it. It'd be stupid of me not to have him as a resource and just be like, oh, you're my dad, I'm not going to listen to you. Like, he's my dad, but he's also, playing the big leagues for 20 plus years. He knows a thing or two. And just the knowledge I get to, get from him, I'm like a sponge. I just soak it all in. There's an essence of that. People say he likes to say that I don't listen to everything, but that's not true. But yeah, I mean, it's awesome that he's a phone call away. After every game out here, I've called him, asked him what things he sees in my swing, ask him about approach. After, as I said, not playing baseball for a while and getting back into it, just kind of picking his brain to get ahead of things that he might be seeing that, it's been a while since I swung a bat in a live game, and there's some tendencies there he's seeing that the quicker I can, get on top of these things and fix them. And just the eye he has for baseball is awesome. Like, things he sees that a lot of parents wouldn't see, whether it's a little thing of where I'm starting, where my hands are, just the slightest little things that he gets to see. I'm just lucky to have him as a resource to kind of not keep me in check, but kind of just help me be consistent and be the same guy every day.
And I know a lot of the ball players have said to me, like, the cool thing for them is as they get older and older, they have an opportunity to have their kids around the game and around them. Were you around him much? Were you around the clubhouse growing up as a kid and things like that? Did you take advantage of it?
Oh, yeah, I was in the clubhouse a lot. We lived in Los Angeles when he was on the Rangers, and those were the years that he played 7-8 years with the Rangers. Those were the years that I was in the clubhouse and I was kind of growing up. Those were my earliest memories as a kid. But yeah, I would be in the clubhouse a lot. He'd bring me in, but from day one, as soon as I, started getting older, he set the ground rules. He's like, you don't get in anyone's way. You don't disrespect anything. You don't spill things. So he was very, meticulous about how I should be acting and, not to get in people's ways. And I'm grateful he was so I wasn't just running around being a crazy little kid. And, as I grew up, I got to really start appreciating it. Because when you're younger, you don't really know what's going on. You're just, oh, it's a clubhouse with big leaguers. But, now that I'm older, playing this game, and ultimately that's my goal to get to that point. There were days I took for granted when I was growing up, just, it's normal. Like, I'm in the clubhouse. And now that he's retired, I wish I had those days back to, pick people's brains, just, be there again and see it. But yeah, I got to grow up in the clubhouse. He would throw me BP before the games. He retired when I was about 12 years old. So honestly, those were some of the best days of my life. Just showing up to the field, get to be with him, watch him take BP, take ground balls. He'd throw me batting practice, watch the games, and then go in the clubhouse after to win. Those were the best days. And, I was good friends with Prince Fielder's sons and other people's sons that were out there. So I had my buddies down there. But yeah, it was definitely a great time and blessed to have been able to have that experience.
That's awesome. And just some final thoughts here. So, the average person, me covering baseball my whole life, basically.
Yeah.
Was there any pressure on you? Do you ever, it seems like your dad has you really well grounded when it comes to dealing with it, but other people chirp at you and things like that because of it?
Yeah, it happens. It happens. But for me, it's always been about having that security and that I'm my own person. And I'm grateful that I got to, experience that at a young age and start building that at a young age. Because in high school, even, recently, there's just chirps about it. But it doesn't really get to me because I fully understand that I'm my own ball player. And rather than seeing it as, I have to amount to everything my dad was, or, I'm upset because I don't know if I could do it. For me, it's more so like, I think that to have a father who's in the Hall of Fame is a blessing. It's amazing to have him as a resource in this game. But at the same time, like, I know that I'm my own ball player and I want to amount to everything I want to amount to. It's not really a comparison game for me. It's more, obviously, I'd love to be a Hall of Famer and get to that point and be a 20-year big leaguer. For me, it's more so that than being everything that my dad was, because we're different baseball players. We're different people. And I got to understand that at a young age. And he's been great about, growing up. He told me always, like, you don't have to play baseball. Like, you could play soccer, you could be an accountant, you could be a lawyer. But I was like, no, like, I want to do this. Like, I want to go all in. And this is all I want to do with my life. As of right now, even at 19 years old, like, this is what I want to do with my future. So just kind of having that security in myself of who I am as a person and also as a ball player, that's kind of been a huge part of, it doesn't really get to me. Like, rather than if people chirp about it or, bring it up or say, like, do you get nervous? Do you feel pressure? I'm like, no, like, it's a blessing that he's my dad and that he got to the highest level in this game that I love. So it's not there's no negative connotation behind it for me. It's a blessing, honestly.
That's awesome. Final two questions. One is, do you have his traits from the sense of, do you allow people to tap you on the head?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I have a little more hair than he did, but yeah, it's never been a problem of mine. If I do my hair and people are messing it up, that's one thing. But hair's already messed up when you're wearing a hat, so people touch my head, I won't fight them.
And lastly, what do you want from this summer? Ideally, you come out of the Cape League, head back to the University of San Diego. What do you want to have accomplished this summer?
I'd say first and foremost is, what the experience brings. You're facing top arms. There's going to be some struggle in there. So I'd say some of the biggest part is the mental side of, dealing with that and finding out how to come through it, being a more consistent ball player, where it's like, just because you go for 4 one day, it's tough. Baseball's hard. The best hitters in college baseball are out here, and they struggle in the beginning. Maybe some will struggle in the end. So it's just understanding that the struggle doesn't define you because of that one day. Like if you go over 4 the next day, you can go 4 for 4 just as easily. So I'd say the biggest part is the mental side of just because one day doesn't go your way, you wake up the next day and you're playing baseball. That's the cool thing about the Cape. You're playing basically every day. So you flush it, you go on the next day. Then another thing is just seeing the pitching, obviously, facing the best arms would really get you dialed for the college season where, maybe you're not seeing 98 to 100 every single day, but you saw it in the summer, so it gets you ready for, the fall and the winter, and then obviously the spring season, helping your team win. And aside from that, with that just comes the exposure of, there's a lot of scouts out here, and that's the cool part about the Cape. It's like the most scouted summer team, or summer league, I should say. So it's just understanding that, but at the same time playing my game and not letting that get to my mind where, scouts are here to watch you as a baseball player, not to see you try to get outside of yourself or perform for them. It's more so just having that exposure, being yourself, just playing every day. So I'd say those things of just the exposure, but at the same time, just, showing myself what I can do, learning about the game and dealing with struggle and coming out of it, being a more consistent ball player and hopefully having, big success this summer. It's early on and I just can't wait to see what the summer holds. I'll be here all summer, thankfully. So yeah, I'm just super excited for what the summer holds and just can't wait to keep playing.
Adrian, just want to say thank you. And man, you're an impressive kid. Your mom and dad must be proud of you. So keep on doing what you do. Enjoy the baseball, enjoy the summer, enjoy the Cape and everything that comes with it. And good luck down the road.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you.
Yeah, good luck to AJ Beltre this summer. He's certainly easy to root for. And you'll be able to watch the Cape Cod Baseball League Game of the Week live on TV 38 on Saturdays this summer. We start this Saturday, June 27th, when the Falmouth Commodores visit those Orleans Firebirds. Game time is set for 6:30.